Who do you want next?
Oh, I'm chill on my ranch.
What's going on, you guys? So Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao has come out and said that Errol Spence Jr. is too slow. You got the article link in the description. And it seems like Pacquiao has finally picked his last two fights to close out the last chapter of his career. Errol Spence Jr. and Conor McGregor. Now, he said his first pick is Conor McGregor. That's the fight he wants. He wants to experience fighting an MMA fighter. Right? I remember back when Floyd first did it, he was a clown and everything, man. I mean, come on, man. But now Pacquiao's looking to step in the ring with the MMA fighter. He wants to box an MMA fighter. And Conor McGregor's that guy that can generate enough revenue so for Pacquiao to run off to the sunset, right? But he also is looking at Errol Spence Jr. And he believes that Keith Thurman is quicker than Errol Spence Jr. Still believes it's a tough fight, but he says he's slow. And they've been studying Spence. They've probably been studying Spence this whole time. You know, they say, the hell with Crawford. We're not dealing with that at all. That's like jumping into a viper's pit. It's not a good idea. So we gonna go with the easier road and fight Spence. It's probably a more lucrative fight. He's a proven pay-per-view guy. So we gonna go in there. He's slower. We should be able to run circles around him. And, you know, we can probably make something happen with that fight versus fighting a Terrence Crawford getting crushed and stopped. And then the Conor McGregor fight just won't look as appealing. Right? So that's what Pacquiao's looking at. He's the opportunist, okay? He's an old fighter. He's an older fighter. He's always been a smaller fighter. Pacquiao always been looking for opportunities. He was known as the catchweight king. Let's be real. We be real on Bushido Box. If you don't want to hear that shit, change the station. But Pacquiao's the catchweight king. He always looked for some type of way to get some type of advantage. Why? Because he was a smaller man. Now he's a smaller and older man. So you best believe he's looking at every advantage he can get. And he sees that Errol Spence Jr. is too slow. He's slow. And he ain't lying. Errol Spence Jr. is pretty slow. He's not slow like Danny Garcia slow, or like a Brandon Rio slow or some shit like that, but he's not faster than his other rivals at the top of the division. And he's a little bit more of a straightforward fighter. Errol Spence's biggest thing is that he's a big southpaw. But Manny Pacquiao is a southpaw with some thumping speed, with experience. Now, that's still a tough fight for Manny, and I think Spence should win that fight. But if Pacquiao does somehow magically win that fight as well, I mean, he beat AB, he beat Keith, and if he beats Spence, oh my goodness. It won't be a good look for Premier Boxing Champions. It won't be a good look for those guys over there. It won't, because all y'all getting beat by this old man, but y'all supposed to be some of the best fighters in the world, but y'all getting beat by this old man. It won't be a good look. But if he does beat Spence, well, good fucking riddance, okay? Good riddance. Yeah, I'm not too fond of Errol Spence Jr. right now at all, by any means. Okay? If you don't like it, change the fucking station. But I expect him to win that fight against Pacquiao. I do expect Pacquiao to bring some type of resistance. He may be fast as shit in that fight. Pacquiao, he's been off for a long time, though. You know what I'm saying? He's an older fighter. He's even looking old now. He's starting to really look old. He might want to hop in the ring soon before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. This is probably something they're cooking up behind the scenes for Errol Spence. That's it, people. You know, Conor McGregor has to fight Dustin Poirier. That should be a fucking great-ass fight. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Dustin Poirier is so much better than he used to be back when Conor McGregor first fought him. He's so much better now. He's like a whole different person. So that fight that's like a 50-50 fight to me. I wonder if Pacquiao still be interested in McGregor if he loses to Dustin Poirier. But we'll see what happens. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.